This is the Plain English Real Estate Show with your host, Rowena Patton, a show that focuses on the real estate market in terms you can easily understand. Call Rowena now. The number is 240-9962 or 1-800-570-9962. Now here's the English girl in the mountains, the agent that I would trust, Rowena Patton.
Good morning and welcome to the show. We have Patrick here today. Hey, Patrick, welcome back.
Thank you, Ro. Thank you, and welcome to all our friends.
You've had a bit of a week, haven't you?
I have. It's been a nice, relaxing week.
Yes, really.
Finally, I've really been busy.
So Patrick originally joined us on the ISA team, which I'm part of, and our newer agents are part of, and our seasoned agents are part of, which is where we take care of sellers and we take care of buyers. We're always there in the office. We are looking at people who are looking to buy your house. We're calling them back, just making sure that phone is answered and we're answering all of their questions. And shortly after getting out of that role, Patrick decided to work with some buyers who were buying in the millions. And you are very fortunate, and they are very fortunate to have you as a wonderful agent with your first closing this week. So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. It was amazing how easy the team and our systems that are there in place. So if I wouldn't have had everything that you've provided for me as far as tools, it wouldn't have been as smooth. And then my clients, they were also
amazing,
wanting to buy.
Yes.
And so it was fun to hold their hand as we went with their family of 4 beautiful children and found a home that's incredible.
That's amazing. Yeah. And I have to tell you a story about Patrick. So some glitch came up at the last minute, and on Memorial Day, Patrick got in his car and he drove down to Jacksonville to make sure that something was notarized and could come back so that they could close on time to enjoy their home. That was pretty amazing. I'm not sure I've ever experienced somebody doing that before.
That's above and beyond.
Yeah. I was dedicated, as I would be with anyone.
Got to get it done. Get it done.
But driving down to Jacksonville, I mean, so, it could have delayed it for a day or two, and Patrick's like, nope, this is going to happen for them. I'm going to get in my car and drive down there and make it happen. So congratulations, and congratulations on your first income. Of course, as real estate agents, we only earn money when we serve you at a very high level, at least on our team, right? So
that's right.
We don't just stick signs out and throw lockboxes on the door and hope that we find you a home. We work very hard towards that. It really is why they're called the All-Stars, because everyone's trained to a very high level, and we do have those systems in place. For example, Tyler Milor, our broker in charge, who's been on the show many times, you've all heard him, helped you through this transaction because you were a real estate agent in South Carolina, and now you're in North Carolina, so some things are different. And he literally was helping you throughout that process, or at least I hope he was. Hey, Tyler,
yes.
Were you?
Tyler was there at every turn. Any question I had, anything that I needed.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome.
He didn't miss a beat, and it's with everything. We have a very good broker in charge. I'm extremely pleased with Tyler.
We love you, Tyler. And, of course, we have Heather, who's our newest member on the team, who set the appointment for you in the first place because she's come into that role that you exited. I mean, I just love how all that works.
It was a great transition, too. She did a really good job of making them prepared to know that I was going to be getting in touch with them.
Yeah, and doing that handoff properly. So when you list with us, then we're on it. We have all these buyers calling in about your home and all the other homes on the MLS, or maybe something they've seen. We've got people that we've been working with for 17 years at this point, if not longer. And we had Abby in the background as well, handling the transaction. She went over and above, making sure all of that was put together.
As she does with every transaction.
Right. So shout out to Abby too. So we've got somebody in, and why do we do it that way? Some people are like, oh, I want to deal with my agent. Here's the news. Agents are out there scouting for houses. Agents are out there talking to people who might want to buy your house. I'm just going to tell the truth here. Agents are not necessarily the best people with admin work, with paperwork. with transactions. It doesn't mean to say they can't do it. They're not really wired to do it. And my philosophy was always, why would I have them doing that when you could be working face-to-face with buyers? That's your highest and best use of you. You know, how do you use your time and how do we best serve clients? So if we have somebody in the office, whether they're talking to you're out running around all the time. You're going to see houses. You're going to show houses. I'm out running around all the time. I'm out listing houses. We listed a house every single day last week.
Congratulations. You've really been all over it.
Oh, Lord. And that's Heather. Heather McCurry, big shout out to her. She's down at the lake talk about baptism by fire. She's down at the lake this weekend. Thank goodness she's relaxing.
Yes.
She's new to real estate and she's learning how you put it on the MLS, and she's learning something every day. And you can just see her brain, getting more and more wired. I was going to say brain growing, but she's got a very big brain already. It's just getting worked to the nth degree. So it's just wonderful seeing everybody working together. Really, really cool. So congratulations.
Yeah, it's a fun team.
Yeah. And we have a spot open because Patrick's moved up. So we are looking for inside sales agents. That's more of a sort of office-based job, if you like. And we don't throw you in at the deep end. Did you get a lot of training, Patrick?
Oh, I had training every day.
Did I drive you insane at some point?
Sometimes 4 hours of Zoom can really take the hair out of the top of your head.
Well, it is like boot camp for the first week or so, where you're really getting the concepts, because we are different. It's not just you've gone through real estate school and you've learned the basic law concepts. Once you actually get out there in the field, there's all the regular real estate concepts out in the field that everybody learns. And then there are our programs. We have a best-selling book. Everybody, you have read the book, right, Patrick?
I've read the book.
And why is that important? Because we have we've got more like 14 programs in there now, which if Patrick doesn't know all of these programs are consumer-focused. How do we serve you at a higher level? So if you're coming in from New York, which many of our people are, and you're not sure about a particular area, all you've heard about is Asheville or Hendersonville. So where is this Waynesville place? Where is this Weaverville place? Where you found me this beautiful home. Well, we have a live it or leave it guarantee.
Yeah.
What does that look like, Patrick?
For the first 6 months, we will sell your house if you're needing to move somewhere else for whatever reason. And of course, there's
for
usually
free. For free. That's the big catch. Yeah. I mean, anybody will sell your house, right? But we'll sell it for free for 6 months.
Yep.
So if you're unsure, I know we have a lot of listeners around the country. If you're in Florida, if you're in Weaverville, Florida or Weaverville, or Weaverville for that matter, we'd love to list your home. We actually need some in Weaverville right now. We have a lot of people asking for Weaverville. Yeah. If you're in New York, go a little bit further north this time. If you're in New York, if you're in D.C., you're in California, we have a lot of Californians coming across, and you're not sure about the area and you're a little nervous right now, we'll sell it for free on the seller side for 6 months. And we'll sell it at a discount for 10 years.
Yep.
If you're one of our wonderful VIP clients who have bought a home with us and you're listening, yep, you get a discount for 10 years. So figure out when you bought it.
Yep.
We do remind you from time to time. It's not that we want you to sell it. We just want you to get that discount and meet that 10-year gap. We might even give you a little bit of grace there. So call us 828-333-4483. This is Rowena Patton on the Real Estate News Radio Show. Call in for our trivia. Call in with your questions. We're going to go through a whole bunch of real estate scenarios today. People who have come to us with questions. What do we do now? And we have a wonderful new sponsor of our trivia, who is Eddie Sasser. Guess who Eddie Sasser is? I said his name twice. Eddie Sasser 3 times. French fries. But here's the really cool thing here. So now we have Jargon giving, love Jargon, that wonderful West Asheville restaurant. Gosh, it's one of my favorites. I don't get up there too often now, seeing as I moved a little further away. They give a free cocktail when you win the trivia. We have Sunshine Trading Company, who make a handmade mask that you can choose in there if anyone's wearing them anymore. Some people like to wear them, and at least it's a fabric one that you can, put in your back pocket. But honestly, that place is worth visiting. It's behind 12 Bones, so you can go get lunch and then go and look at all the wonderful vintage rugs, furniture. It's 12,000 square feet. That's a big old space.
Huge.
Yeah, it's huge. All kinds of stuff in there. There's row upholstery. I actually bought a sofa from there. Mid-century style bohemian chairs, all kind of funky, really cool stuff. I love that place. And now they are joined by French fries, $25 voucher. Thank you, Eddie.
$25. That's your entire family can go and enjoy.
Pretty much, yeah. And they do, of course, they're the people who invented Hot Dog Monday. Is it Monday or Tuesday, Randy? Do you know?
Monday.
I think it's Mondays. See, even Randy knows.
Yeah,
Hot
Randy
Dog
knows.
Mondays, which, they do special deals on hot dogs on Mondays. They do amazing burgers, great fries, all kinds of stuff.
I think it's 99 cents for a hot dog on Monday. I'm pretty sure it's 99 cents, so you get 25 hot dogs if you win this trivia.
Hey.
Wow.
It's a good
Oh,
Monday.
my gosh.
Feed the office.
Yeah, really. I love hot dogs.
Oh, and French fries. Ooh, they got good hot dogs.
Ooh, now I'm all excited. Okay, so take your whole family out for 25 hot dogs. Or, you can have a burger or fries or whatever else is on the menu. Go look them up. French fries, FRYZ. $25, that's a good one.
It is.
So get your Google fingers working, because here's your first chance to earn the $25 gift voucher at French Fries, or the Jargon cocktail, or the free mask at Sunshine Trading.
Okay, today we've got a multiple choice.
Ooh.
So in our area, we're close to High Peaks, right?
High Peaks.
High Peaks. So today's trivia question is, what is the elevation of Mount Mitchell? Mount Mitchell in North Carolina.
Is it 500 feet?
Ooh, I don't think it's 500.
Wait, don't give it away. Patrick.
500 feet, that's Florida.
That's right.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Okay,
Florida's
so
like 15 feet. Whatever.
15,
Give us
yeah,
the
it
next
is
one.
10-foot elevation in Florida. And it is. It's like
It's
we
true,
had Jacksonville was 6 feet, so
Yeah, there you go.
And
So-
Miami is minus.
minus
really.
4 feet,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And today they're minus 12. And so the first answer is A, 3,256 feet. B, 1,504 feet. C, 15,620 feet. Or D, 6,684 feet.
6,684. Okay.
Yep.
So you all got that right. What's the elevation of Mount Mitchell? I think I know that, actually.
Yeah.
Get your Google fingers working. Do you remember? You're all old enough to remember the ads. Let your fingers do the walking. Yellow Pages, right?
Yeah.
Was that the same jingle here?
No. Yes, it was. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. We had the same campaign. Yeah.
Nope. Yes. It's Saturday morning, and it seems like we might need a cup of coffee.
Of course.
Or a wonderful cocktail from Jargon. How about that?
Jargons. That was last night.
I don't know. I could go for a mimosa this morning. So let's get all serious on you. And by the way, as we go through these, I had somebody say to me, here's the thing. I want you to do a feel-good show. I don't want you to talk about the fact that the real estate market might be collapsing around our knees. Quote, not quote me, but quote what the person said. But here's the thing. The real estate market isn't collapsing around our knees. It never does that. It's a 7 to 11 year cycle. Good old Clement Juclar, 1860. 7 to 11 year cycle. What goes up must come down. And then it goes up and it comes down. It goes up and it comes down. And remember, just because prices go down, that makes it better for buyers. We're in a unique window right now where you can make a lot of money when you sell and you can save a lot of money when you buy. How? Because interest rates are going through the roof. If someone else says to me, oh, I'm waiting a couple of months, see if interest rates go down, no, it ain't going to happen.
Mm-mm.
Listen, I said it here. You can cut that out and I will buy you all the 25 hot dogs at French Fries, should it happen. I'd even put more money on it, were I a betting girl. Good morning, Bill. Where are you calling in from this morning?
From Asheville.
What's the weather like in Asheville, Bill?
Nice. It's a nice day here.
Oh, my gosh. I woke up in Mills River this morning. I looked out the window, and it's so funny because I don't know how we got to summer already. It seems to just sort of land on us, and it gets light really early. Sunlight was coming in. I got outside. It was in the high 60s. It is so beautiful today. Oh my gosh, blue skies, little fluffy white clouds if you're lucky. Just absolutely gorgeous out there. So do you have any real estate scenarios going on, Bill?
Excuse me?
Do you have any real estate scenarios going on, or are you dying for those hot dogs?
Well, looking for the hot dogs, but at the same time, no scenarios going on.
Okay.
We've lived in Asheville since, my wife and I are both natives of Asheville. So,
wonderful.
And we've lived in the house we've been in since 1989. So.
Oh my gosh, back when you were 19?
Yes, exactly.
So did you raise your family there, or what kind of house are you in?
Yes, we have. We actually have raised 5 children here. So.
Wow. How many bedrooms do you have? Because it was so common in the 80s, and many of us grew up this way, where actually Barbara Corcoran grew up this way too. I think she was a family of 10 or something like that, and they had 2 bedrooms. So it's very common in the 80s, right, where a 3-1, 1 bathroom, and everybody would stand in line for both the phone and the bathroom. So did you manage that in a big old house, Bill, or are you in a smaller one?
Our original house had 3 bedrooms, and we actually added on to the house, which we added 1 bedroom, and then for a period of time, there was one of the rooms that we used as a nursery, sort of nursery office for a while.
Oh, wow. Okay. So what do you do these days, Bill?
I work in IT, supporting the health information system.
Oh, wow. A health what? What was the last bit there? What
health information system.
Oh, health information. I thought you said deprivation. Let's deprive those people of health.
That's right.
Some might say our government's pretty good at that. But, did I say that out loud?
Mm-mm.
Moving on quickly. So do you find that you have a lot of space in your house now, Bill? Just asking.
Well, we actually, the older 3 are no longer in the house, so we're having more space now.
Yeah. Really? Okay. Well, you and many people, the reason I asked you is because this is such a common scenario where the kids up and go off to college. Are the kids all local, Bill?
Yes, they are all still local, yes.
Oh, you want to give them a shout out this morning?
You mean names?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes. So there's Seth and Brittany and Abby are the 3 that are out of the house, and then Isaac and Grace are still in the house with us.
Oh, wonderful. And Grace, oh my gosh. So I just want to tell you for a second there, you sounded such like a proud daddy when I said, you want to give him a shout out, and you're like, say the names? He did, didn't he? Patrick's a father too, as well.
I
as
got
Randy
a warm and
sitting here.
fuzzy.
Yeah, absolutely. So shout out to the kids this morning, and shout out to you for being a dad who's there. Do you have any secrets, Bill? How'd you raise those 5 children? Oh my gosh. Do you have any secrets, Bill? How'd you raise those 5?
Wow. Secret. Well, it's a learning process, and of course, the big thing in learning is that no 2 of them are alike, and so you have to learn to adapt to parenting according to who they are.
So what kind of father are you, Bill? Do you give them an award for coming last, or do you help them through how to achieve other things? Like, which kind of parenting skills or what is that? The parenting theory do you run with?
I mean, more of, I think, helping them along the way. I mean, really, no, I'm not the type that, I certainly promote success.
Yes.
And so I'm more of that than
So you encourage towards
I do.
success. Yeah, you sound like an encouraging dad. And I heard the joy in your voice when you were talking about your kids. So great job being a dad there. And I think you might have an answer to our trivia today.
I do. And the answer is D, 6,684 feet.
Great. You're a winner.
Oh, yeah.
So,
We
Jim,
got our first hot dog prizes.
How many times have you been to Mount Mitchell?
Actually, probably less than 5. I don't remember exactly, but it's, I mean, one of those interesting things of being a native, and yet at the same time, I haven't been there that many times. So.
You naughty native, you.
No,
I know.
45 minutes of Asheville, North Carolina, straight up the Parkway.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think so many people who've moved here are exploring. So we get to explore, and we've been to so many of the places. And I know that, for example, when I lived in England, I thought, oh, I can do this when I'm older. I didn't explore enough of the country, or didn't explore enough of Europe, because I mean, oh, well, I'm young. I'm going to go to Thailand. I'm going to go to India. I'm going to go to, wherever I was going, all over the place, but a long way away because I wasn't going to do it locally. It's kind of the same theory, right? Where,
yeah, you take a lot of things for granted.
Yes,
that's for sure. And it's interesting the way that people who have moved into our neighborhood from other places, they seek information about the interesting things, and a lot of times they can tell you things that you don't know.
I know. I get, I've been here for, 27 years now. It's almost as long as the Queen Elizabeth has been on the throne. Not really. But I've been here a long time, and all I can tell you is it's great to talk to you as a native, Bill, and learn some of that and see different perspectives of people in real estate and everything else around our beautiful mountains, because that's what real estate is about. It's about having a home that allows you to explore the wonderful environment here and everything else. So thank you for your call, Naughty Native Bill, and hashtag Naughty Native Bill. I want all your children to use that in their social media posts. Use that for your daddy, and good job to him, especially his Father's Day is coming up too. And go to realestateenewsradio.com, realestateenewsradio.com, click on Win a Prize, and go get your goodies, Bill. I want you to call back in, though, and tell us how it was. Is that good? Is that fair?
That's fair. Thank you very much.
Good job. We'll see you soon. We want to hear all about it.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good morning, JD. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning. I'm glad Bill won. He needs all the hot dogs he can get with that many kids.
5 apiece.
Oh, my gosh. Where are you calling in from this morning, JD?
Oh, right now I'm in front of the pet store in beautiful West Asheville.
Oh.
My cat ran out of cold food or wet food.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a big one.
I love that store, and I love West Asheville too. And I have to say, you sound like you're in the studio with us. The sound is so clear on your phone. So you want to give your phone service a little plug there?
Yeah, big shout out to AT&T. Although I wouldn't really, they're a little spotty in some places, but I guess right now I'm golden, so I'll take it.
Yeah, there you go. What's the weather like in West Asheville this morning, JD?
Oh, it's a gem for sure. Sun's out. It's not too crispy yet, although I would recommend the sunscreen. Don't see many clouds.
You're right. You're not in the healthcare industry, are you? Taking care of us there with the sunscreen?
No. I'm in human resources, the hiring and firing department.
Oh. We need some help with that. Not firing people. We need some help with hiring, because we are so busy right now. Everybody's wanting to sell because a lot of people are nervous about what's happening with the economy. And we need more help, because we have a lot of people coming to us. And I don't want to. I mean, I love going out to list homes. However, 2 a day is my maximum. So we need some help. Yeah. So maybe you can help us with that, JD. What do you think is going to happen in the real estate market?
Oh, man. Well, from what I've read and what I hear, it sounds like we're probably cresting a little bit. And with the inflation and interest rates coming up, it'll probably be more of a buyer's market, which is good for this part of the world, because, like I said, in HR, I make offers to people out of town, and then they look at the real estate here, and they're like, I can't afford to come over there and live in Asheville. A lot of people they don't realize that you could get better deals out in the peripheral.
Yes.
But they see Asheville, right? They're not from here necessarily. They don't realize that it's not that bad of a commute.
Right.
But it certainly would help to have more inventory that's available in a little bit more affordable range. And I know it's really slim, or it has been for months and months and months. So I'm hoping that helps. Although as a homeowner myself, I want my value to stay as high as it could possibly be. But that's the way it goes.
Well, it sounds like we need to have you on the show. So Randy's going to take your number at the end of the call, because I'd love to hear about your experience recruiting people here. Do you recruit for all kinds of different companies, or who do you recruit for?
No, I just changed jobs. I work for the city of Asheville.
Oh, okay.
So Yeah, and we do a little bit of recruiting, a little bit of everything really over there.
So if any of that involves police, teachers, firefighters, healthcare professionals, veterans, I can give you something to help you there. So people are looking at affordability, of course, in the Asheville area, and you're absolutely right. If you go out even 15 minutes, if you go out 20 minutes, you're in Mars Hill, where you can get killer deals.
Yeah.
North of Woodfin, and all the way around, really. If you go, a little bit further out in Candler, which is not very far at all, we've got all kinds of wonderful pockets around. But the great thing is, anybody in those professions, that you work with, we give back 25% of our commission. We've given back over $800,000 now, a very small team, and we do that to help people who are less able to afford a home, and really to say thank you. I mean, obviously doctors and surgeons are probably okay and can, afford a home. However, they're serving us at such a high level. So healthcare professionals, doctors, surgeons, nurses, anybody who's got a healthcare license, professional license, teachers.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Police. So any of those you can throw into the pot for them. We really need to help recruiters in the area, whether they're, working at Mission Hospital or Advent or Park Ridge or, the schools as well. My gosh, people move teachers into schools here all the time from another place because it's really hard to find teachers.
It is.
They move them into the mountains, and that teacher can get an average of $3,000 in a rebate check, and sometimes a lot more, which will pay their closing costs, basically, or a lot of it. So, yeah, that might help you a little bit.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's a good program there. So, do you have a question for us today, JD, or did you have an answer to our trivia question?
Yeah, I was going to try and snag the answer. I just turned on the radio, and I was like, oh, Rowena's giving away stuff. I better try and grab something. But, yeah, Bill beat me to it, but that's okay. Like I said, he's got more mouths to feed than I do. So.
Where are you from, JD? I'm guessing you're not a naughty native.
Well, originally, I was born in Orlando.
Okay.
I moved to McDowell County with my father for high school, so I went to McDowell. That's a gem of an area.
Oh yeah,
county. If you can do the drive over the hill, I keep pressing the planners at the city that they really ought to reinstitute the railway from Old Fort over the mountain to Asheville and have a stop in Black Mountain and just make that like a commuter line. They could build a ton of apartments in Old Fort and probably be on the cheap. But
it's actually a great idea, and I love that track.
Yeah.
And I love that little. It's like a, let me get this right. It was an art place the last time I went there, the old railway station in Black Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what the cost would be to put those tracks in place. But guess what? Roads cost a lot too.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be awesome to commute on the train? Imagine that.
How about an electric train?
Oh.
Wouldn't that be lovely?
100%. Something super efficient, and I mean, I think it'd be a little bit of a tourist draw too. You could, for people staying in Asheville, to take a trip out to Black Mountain or out to Old Fort. I mean, Old Fort's kind of its own little like real mountain life type of town.
Yes, that's a very good way of putting it. He's very eloquent, this guy, isn't he? Like real mountain town. Yeah, I love it. Mountain life town. Absolutely love that. I think that's a great idea.
JD, you've got great ideas.
Yeah, I've lived in Asheville for, I got married 15 years, so 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Came back from Florida. I went to college there and came back. So we've clawed and scratched our way through and wound up in West Asheville. Got the last best good deal in West Asheville, I think.
Well, West, I have a house there too, and West Asheville is a great place to live. It's when you drive through there at first, people go, "Oh my gosh, this is scary." Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of creepy. There's graffiti all over. The poor builders first over there. Every single night, there's all graffiti all over it. But then there's cool murals almost, and you're not quite sure. If you just landed there from Orlando or anywhere else in the country, you might be a little bit nervous. However, it's so much fun. I mean, I lived there. I never felt unwelcome or scary stuff going on, and there is the odd scary stuff like there is in any city.
Mm-hmm.
But oh my gosh, the restaurants.
I was there last night.
Yeah, there you go.
I was too.
Yeah, there you go.
So you could have bumped into JD.
Didn't even know it.
Yeah, you never know.
Where did you eat last night, JD?
Oh, we went to Sunny Point, the old haunt. It was,
Wonderful.
Something to eat.
Yeah.
Good
Now you're
breakfast.
making me hungry.
Yeah, my stomach just rumbled.
Yeah, me too. On that note, JD, we will let you go. Randy's going to take your phone number because if you're interested, we'd love to have you on the show to talk about what you do for Asheville and who you're recruiting in there and what kind of jobs you've got open. So, yeah, we'll be in touch with you next week. How about that?
Tell you what, JD, I'll ask you a trivia question.
There you
Let's
go.
see if you can get this question.
Oh, on the fly. All right. No Google needed.
What's the elevation? Well, let's see. No, not elevation. We've already done that one. How about what's the population of the city of Asheville? And you can just give me a general round thousand number.
Do you mean Asheville proper or do you mean metro?
The city proper.
Okay.
The city proper. Ooh, and I should know this. You got me on the spot here.
Yeah. We're going to get JD fired.
Is it A,
For sure.
50,000?
What's that?
Yeah, let
Is
him
it-
give you some multiple
Is
choice.
it A, 50,000, B, 65,000, C, 92,000, D, 15,000?
I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with C because it's not a 5.
There you go.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, my
In
gosh.
school.
We got a winner. 92,000 and some change.
And of
I was going
course,
to guess between 80 and 100. I was going to say somewhere between there. But yeah.
well, the funny thing is, it depends on where you count, depends on how you count, and who
Sure.
knows whether people have moved in and, not where do they get it from, the voter card or something like that. And, and which part of Asheville you go out to. I guess that's fairly easy to do. And the figures are historic, right? By that, I don't mean, oh my gosh, it's bigger than ever. I mean, they're lagging indicators. So 2020, it was 92,328. I let my Google fingers do the walking.
Yeah.
So it's probably a little more at this point, but who knows? You got the bell anyway,
Yeah.
JD.
Yeah.
And we're going to have you back on so you can tell us the figures. How about that? And what kind of amazing jobs are available working for the city? How about that?
It's a date.
All right, my darling.
Nice.
RealEstateNewsRadio.com. Click on Win a Prize. RealEstateNewsRadio.com. Click on Win a Prize. Put you in there. Are you going to go for the French fries or the free cocktail at Jargon or free mask at Sunshine Trading?
Ooh, man, that's tricky. I'd probably do the Jargon because that's right down the street,
Yeah.
I love Jargon. Here's the
I do it
dealio.
like a cocktail,
Sunshine Trading's also West Asheville. You live there. I want you to go down to Sunshine Trading behind 12 Bones. You know where 12 Bones is in the River Arts District?
Yeah. I've been in there one or twice. My daughter loved that joint.
There you go.
She's always infatuated with the little Nicky Nackies.
So I want you to go past there and go into... you've been into Sunshine Trading. I thought you meant 12 Bones. When you said Nicky Nackies, I thought, yeah, that can't be the ribs, I'm guessing. So, love that place. So, okay, well, you've been there already. So there you go. You better give your daughter a shout out now. Do you have one daughter?
Oh, yeah, my precious darling Issa.
Oh. How do you
She's
spell
not
that?
listening, I promise you. Well, her full name is Eva Isabel, but we just go by Issa, I-S-A.
Oh. Well, that's so funny that her name is ISA. How old is she?
She's a 10-year-old fourth grader. She's actually just wrapping up fourth grade this week.
What do you think, Patrick? Could we get her on because Issa, we are looking. You're a recruiter, right, JD? You're a recruiter, and we're looking for an ISA.
We are looking
It's very
for
funny. It's an
ISAs.
inside sales agent.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Do you think she's too young at this point? Have her
Probably
call us
too
back.
young.
Have
Maybe
us.
a couple years.
She's a pretty mature 10-year-old. but,
Oh.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think a lot of the 10-year-olds nowadays are very mature.
Well,
Yeah.
let's not go there because that will take us another 3 hours. Patrick has a daughter too. Your daughter's
13.
13, yeah.
Beautiful
Oh, man.
13-year-old.
Yeah, I'm waiting on those fun years. They can't come. I don't want them to come. I'm just waiting. I'm sitting on them.
Well, you can't keep them down on the farm, right? So they just keep growing up. I know all the parents out there feel that. I'm sure Bill did with his 5, although he's keeping Isaac and Grace locked in a room, I think, and never letting them out. They're already 42, for goodness sake. Like, Bill, it's time to let them out. All right, JD, you go have a wonderful day with Issa. You know what? You better give a shout out to your wife too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. My wife is Cat,
There you go.
like meow.
Cat, like meow. Good on you for dealing with JD. I'm just kidding, JD. Go get those hot dogs. Go get those wonderful burgers and fries, French fries, or go get your cocktail at Jargon's.
Jargon's.
You have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Randy, if you could get JD's phone number, that would be awesome, because I think we should have him on the show, don't you?
Absolutely.
A lot
He's
of people,
part of the community here.
Yeah, a lot of people are looking for jobs when they move here, and we like to help with that. So let's look at some things that we came across. I know that you have a client who is Rick, who's 70 years old, and he's amazing. I saw him when he came into the office. You would never know in a million years he's 70 years old. He looks so fit and youthful. Maybe it's as we get older. Oh, Lord, I just realized that. No, Rick, you look like a spring chicken. And he lives in a very well-kept mobile home. And he is wondering whether... So here's his life story, because this is what real estate's about. It's all about life stories. It's not about houses. We've got plenty of... We can always find your house. It might be better for you to stay in your house. It might be better for you to move out of it, rent it out, and go on to wherever you want to go on to. That's why I was asking Bill earlier. So he still has 2 children at home. He has 5 children. He had 4 bedrooms and a nursery, which I'm sure he can use that as a bedroom as well. So plenty of bedrooms for the children at home. At some point, I'm guessing, I'm completely guessing here, and Bill, you can call in and shout at me if you want. Many people are in Bill's situation where those kids will be off to college soon, and then he'll have a 4 or 5 bedroom home. And guess what Bill's going to do? I'm sorry, Bill, I'm guessing here, and you can call in and shout at me if you want to. Many people like Bill, let's say it that way, will keep hold of that home. The kids go off to college, they get through college, they're going to keep it for another 10 or 15 years, thinking the kids will come back. Yeah, doesn't happen, guys.
No, it needs to be a hotel.
And if it does, that's what an Airbnb is for. Just saying. It's not that you don't want to take care of your kids,
That's right.
Actually, I have another friend, just thinking about that, who, I'm not going to shout him out by name, that has a daughter, and he is in his early 60s. I don't know what age she is, actually, but he definitely keeps 2 bedrooms as well as his master bedroom for when the daughter comes home, because that's just the right thing to do. Interesting. And she does come home for holidays, so he sees her at least twice a year. They go on trips together and things like that, but at home he sees her at least twice a year. That's an awfully big house to be holding to, for your kids to stay in twice a year. Just saying. I'm not judging. No. But I want you to think about the cycle that's going on here. So back to Rick, client of Patrick's here, and just lovely man. He's got in a very well-kept mobile home that we could sell in 2 seconds. And I said, well, maybe you want to think about thinking about keeping that, not selling it. He's like, well, I was actually thinking about renting it out. And I said, well, let's have a look at what that looks like. I think that's a great idea. Let's have a look at what it looks like. He wants to go back to Florida. He has an elderly mother that he's taking care of, and he's 70. So, she's in her 90s, and he wants to be there with her. And probably at 70 years old, you want to slow down a little bit as well. And he can also work. He's got a mobile job, so he can take it with him, or work locally if he wants to at 70 years old, or he can take a break for a while. I think he deserves it at this point, don't you? Lovely man. He's worked hard all his life. And so we talked through renting it. So he'd probably get, because it's an older mobile home, it's about 28 years old, he'd probably get maybe $1,200 a month. Does that sound about right?
Sounds right. Of
course, there are people listening in parts of the country going, $1,200 for a mobile home? I can't believe it's that much. Yeah, our rents here are kind of like our house prices because we're so desirable. So let's do $1,200 times 10 months is, oh gosh, can I do this math this morning? Is $12,000. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, $12,000 plus another $2,400. What's that? $2,400. 00441. So about 14,000. About 14,500. Let's make the math easy. A little bit less than that. And he has to mow his own lawn as well, so it's probably going to cost. So it'd be about 14,500 a year in rent going back to him. Now he's 70 years old and he's going back to his mom. And what I said was, I think JD's absolutely right with Crested, and at some points we are going to see those prices come down, especially at the top. And I can show you the figures for that, or you can go on our Facebook page at All Star Powerhouse, Facebook page at All Star Powerhouse, and go down to, it's just before Memorial Day, and then there's a couple of videos. I'm trying to find it down here for you. It's bright orange. Here it is. It was on May 25th. It's the housing market in the mountains. Maybe we'll just play that next week, Randy. And it looks at what we call leading indicators. Those are listings coming onto the market. Over 400, because that's our average price point. So if we look at that right now, those figures are going through the roof. It's a straight line up.
Mm-hmm.
People are saying, oh, there's no houses on the market. Agents are going, oh, there's no, there's some new listings coming on, but really not many. That's because we didn't put that stake in the ground of 400,000. If you look across the board, everyone's right. So we have this narrative of there's no homes on the market. It's not true. 400 and up, the line's going straight up. What does that mean for you as a seller? It means you've got more competition.
Yeah.
So what does competition mean? In probably 90 days, because that's the lagging indicator. So in other words, you go under contract, and then 45 days later you close, and then we get the figures for that all tied up in a nice little bundle in about 90 days' time. So all these listings coming on can only lead to an even more severe flattening of the market. And of course, we've got interest rates going up. So for sellers and buyers, it's really great news right now. You can make a ton of money selling your house.
Yeah, because you're trying to catch that interest
Yes,
rate.
yes. And I went out again to somebody who's very, very smart a week ago, and she said, but, we've got this to fix and this to fix and this to fix.
Doesn't matter.
Patrick, how many buyers have you got right now who could give a flying fig about what needs fixing?
Oh, goodness. I've got one right now that needs something in Black Mountain for $500 with a little bit of land, please.
And how can you not find, that's a home, right? You want a home as well as some land.
Yeah.
500,000. That's $500,000, guys.
They
That's
also
a lot of
talked
money.
about adding little homes, adding baby homes to it.
Baby homes. I love that. Little bitty baby
homes.
Bitty babies. I love it. Actually, we've got one at $299 that we just listed. That's not Black Mountain. Never mind.
A baby home?
Yeah, baby home.
It is a baby home. It's
Yeah.
like a little cabin.
We call it a she shed with the bunk bed.
Yep.
Actually,
$300,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it really is a wonderful property.
It's got a
You'd
cool
have
stream.
Cool stream. You'd
Okay.
have an absolute amazing view. Should you cut some of the trees, they chose not to. They've had it for a long time. It looks like we haven't quite got it on yet. It will be on very soon, I promise. We're waiting for one more thing from the seller. Yeah, that one's... Am I just not finding it on here? Yeah, not seeing it. You can see all of these, by the way, at mountainhomehunt.com, mountainhomehunt.com. That is our website to go on. Just click up search, and our listings. We've got a whole bunch of new ones going on right now. We are going to have this little cabin, and it's 11-point-something acres. It's a lot of acreage. Very quiet, very peaceful. You're really absolutely out in the country there. Let's tell you about a few more of our listings. We've got an amazing one coming soon. Arts and Crafts Property, 0.85 acres. Absolutely gorgeous views. If you want to see lovely, lovely views this morning, go to mountainhomehunt.com, mountainhomehunt.com. Gosh, these views are pretty. Type 440 Sandy, 440 Sandy in the search at mountainhomehunt.com. You can see those. You can also go to our home videos. I can tell you, my fingers hurt. I've done so many home videos this week. Oh my gosh. So they're all on there. You just go back to mountainhomehunt.com, go search home videos. Those aren't home videos like, I don't know, the cat just threw up because they ate a piece of rope or something. It's not those kind of home videos. These are videos of the house. This is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath in Leicester, $599,900. It's quite recent. It was built in 2006. So, worth thinking about if you want something newer there as well. But really, the views are killer on this one. It's this deep French navy. If you're thinking about painting your house as well, go take a look at this one. Beautiful French navy in a kind of taupe and white trim.
White trim is beautiful.
Yeah, it's really, really pretty and on a great lot there as well. And then we have a mobile home in Candler.
Mm-hmm.
So we sell multi-million-dollar homes. We sell... I don't believe in saying, I only sell luxury homes because I want to take big commission checks.
No,
right,
we're a part of the community here.
Part of the community, absolutely. And here's the thing. If you have a mobile home, we will give it the same marketing, the same radio exposure. You've got Barbara Corcoran, who is the Shark Tank lady. Go on if you want to see a video of me and her, and search on our listings and go to, no, don't search on our listings, mountainhomehunt.com, search home videos. She will pop up in the video with me. Sean Hannity, Mark Starling, I can go on and on and on. Glenn Beck, we are endorsed by these people. What does that mean? Dave Ramsey. That means that they trust us to do a really good job, whether it's a multi-billion-dollar home or a mobile home. I love this mobile home.
Or a she shed.
Or she shed. Yeah, there you go. That's probably, I don't know, it's a she shed or a he shed. There you go. Or a they shed. Did I cover it all?
A baby home.
We'll call it a they shed. Yeah, it's a tiny home. Anyway, moving back to our beautiful, I call it a mid-century modern mobile, because it really is. It's got the original kitchen in there. It is. I have never seen a mobile home like this. It's got a floating fireplace.
It's the coolest.
It's really cool. It's never been used, at least by the current owner and the previous owner before. It hasn't had many owners because it's so cool. It's in this beautiful neighborhood. It's very quiet, not too far out in Candler, so you can get anywhere very easily. It's nearly 1,500 square feet. It's on 1/3 of an acre. It's got a double-car garage. How weird is that? And it's not attached, so, by the way, if you build a garage or build anything around a mobile home, it makes it very hard to finance. Don't do that.
Is it Airbnb-able?
That's a good question. I think it is, but I'm not sure. We just put that one on. We will definitely check that out for you. That's all about city limits, by the way, for those of you who are listening. We got 5 on this week, and they're all going through review right now. However, they are, just go take a look at this home. He's decorated it with mid-century modern furniture. It is really, really cool. Have you seen that one yet, Patrick?
I have.
I mean, you've been
most beautiful mobile home I've ever seen.
Oh, you think so too?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. Another one. This is a really special property, and it's very, very rare. 142.5 acres. Let me repeat that. 142.5 acres.
Wow.
It's got a bunch of bedrooms. We've put 3-2. It's a bunch more. We're waiting for all that assessment to come back. It has to be a certain level of septic to be able to promote the number of bedrooms that you have. I'm sure you all know that by now. This one is $998,000. So we just jumped from $225,000 to $998,000. The killer here is 142.5 acres. We've got some fantastic pictures of this property. The owner's father actually was a carpenter, and there are so many built-ins, and these are built-ins with glass fronts as well in many cases. It's just such a unique home, whether you're buying it for the home or the acreage and all the opportunities that gives you, building more homes. It's got garden terraces. It's about 40 minutes from downtown Asheville. You can hike for days on your own property.
On your own property.
I think it was Heather that said that. Good job, Heather.
Yeah.
She's just starting in real estate, and she knows that already. But yeah, really cool property. Take a look at the pictures on there. You want to type in 505 old, mountainhomehunt.com. 505 old is what will get you to the listing, and then you go search our home videos. That will get you to the video on that property as well, so you can take a look at it. There it is. It's definitely on there. We've got drone pictures on that. We've got all kinds of stuff. But wait, there's more. What has been happening this week? I think, I know, people are nervous about getting out.
Starting to go into the fear and the cycle.
Absolutely. So we've got one on the Parkway Knolls neighborhood. Where is that, pray? It is East Asheville. I love East Asheville. This is just across the road from Beverly Hills. See, we're telling you a bit about the neighborhoods here. Beverly Hills, I think, is one of the coolest secrets kept around the Asheville area. You can get delivery. It's a golf course.
You can walk to the Muni.
Yes, exactly. There's everything's right there. The mall's there. You're 5 minutes to downtown. I love this area. This is not in Beverly Hills. It's just across the street. Super quiet neighborhood. You're on 0.22 acres, but you'd never know it. There's lots of yard at the front. It's surrounded by a beautiful rock wall. We don't build those rock walls anymore because there's probably, honestly, a 200,000 rock wall around this house. We just don't build those anymore. It goes around the back as well. You've got yard at the back. You've got a carport that, if you wanted to, you could make a screened-in porch. This one is, he is actually a popular local artist. He sells a lot of his artwork. You'll actually see a lot of his artwork in the home, so you could buy that as well when you go and see the house. It is absolutely gorgeous. He's distressed beams. He's painted the cabinets. You got to go look at this. Like, if you're interested in tarting up your home a little bit, is that what we say in America? Tarting up your home a little bit? I like that. We're saying tarting up your home a little bit. Go take a look at this one. There's beams throughout. It's kind of a mid-century modern cottage. It's all on one level. Everybody wants it to be on one level, right? We've got 3 beds. The living room is bright and airy. We've got those high, almost transom windows to make it feel really kind of secluded and private. It's so quiet there. We've got massive picture windows at the front. And I can tell you, I was inside with all those windows. It was so quiet. There's a walking tour video of me. These walking tour videos, by the way, we're not talking about, where somebody sends in a photographer and you feel a bit like you're spinning on your chair. Not that photographers do a bad job. They don't. This is me walking you around the home, telling you about the home. It's kind of fun. Come on some walking tours with me. It's our little walking tour show. Type in 47 memory on that one. Like, just remember you've got a good memory and you're 47 years old and you still have a good memory. All-Star Power... No, not that one. That's the wrong one. Mountain Home Hunt. We are All-Star Powerhouse. Go to Mountain Home Hunt and type in 47 memory to see that one. We talked about the tiny home already. We'll talk more about that next week when that will be on for you. Oh my gosh, and another one this week, 17 Stone. This is an incredible opportunity here. It's only about 15 minutes outside town, maybe 20 minutes from downtown Asheville. It's this very cool kind of French... What is it? It's a big barn. It's a very cool... what do we call those now? It's cedar-sided, and it is like a farmhouse, I guess. Mm-hmm. Lots and lots of bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, 4 baths. But here's the cool thing. It's on 4.43 acres, very, very private. You can Airbnb it if you want to. There is a mobile home next door that is also yours for this. You could turn that into... It's had a giant deck at the back. They all need a little bit of work, which is why they're priced in that way. So you've got 2 properties. You could rent one of them out. You could keep one for a summer home. Really, really cool. Lots of decks all over the place. You could cut some trees for great views, but very, very private. You have parties
I like the cedar siding on that one.
I know.
And how expensive is cedar siding right now?
I know. 17 Stone. It definitely needs a little fixing up here and there. 17 Stone, mountainhomehunt.com. Would love to get your home listed. Listen, this is a window for you right now. If you want to keep hold of it for 10 years, that's why when we talked to our lovely client, he said, I don't want to hold it for 10 years. I'll be 80 years old. That's when you're going to see the peak again. 7 to 11 years. We don't make this stuff up. It's Clement Juglar in 1860. Blame him. It's just called an economic cycle. Get out now if you need to sell. If you're thinking about selling and you don't want to wait 10 years, sell it now. This is your window. That window is closing. Interest rates are going up. Inflation, who knows when we'll get that under control. The market's definitely going to go down for a little while. Patrick, thank you so much for today, and congratulations again.
Yes.
Thank you, Randy, as always. Thank you, all of our sellers, for trusting us this week with handfuls of listing. The marketing machine's working. We're here today, and we'll keep doing it. See you on the radio next week.
This has been the Plain English Real Estate Show with Rowena Patton. Visit Rowena and post your questions at radioasheville.com or call her at 828-210-1648.